Every stroke I had was just getting worse and worse. I started with like a little left-sided weakness, and then by my third stroke, by the time I got to Robert Wood Johnson, I couldn't move my left side. I wasn't in control of my eyes, so they would drift. My name is Elena Bonner. I am 21 years old. Earlier this year, I was treated for a cavernoma at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. I woke up and I had like left-sided weakness, and like I wasn't really coordinated well or anything like that.
So she went through the urgent care and they said, well, we're not sure, it could be stress, but you should probably go to an emergency room.
You don't really think that, it's gonna be a stroke at 21.
So I went and picked her up, took her to the emergency room. They did a CT and MRI and saw that there was some kind of bleeding near the brain stem, but they couldn't be sure exactly what it was, and they couldn't handle something like that there.
They decided that I needed somebody that was specialized in cavernomas. So they were looking around the country, they were talking to a bunch of different surgeons, and finally they decided to take me to Robert Wood Johnson to be treated by Dr. Nanda. Dr. Nanda went in on my right side to try and get the cavernoma, which is like an abnormal bundle of vessels.
One of the nice things at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and Dr. Nanda is we actually had a family meeting. They showed us the MRIs, they showed us the CTs, they showed us what they were looking at, so we could really see it. And so when he came in and said on the after surgery MRI that all the blood was gone, everything looked normal. Like he showed us the MRI, and then I started to feel a little bit of relief then. Like, okay, I think we've turned a corner.
They were so great. Every person, from the ground up, really was so helpful. Like even people that transported me from the MRI or to and from my hospital room, they were so nice. And you don't realize how important that is when you're going through something so awful, that just that little bit of kindness is it just really touches you.
The little things that they did and the care that they provided was just so important when you're going through something like this.
I am doing great now. I'm doing better than anybody could ever imagine. I am a nursing student at Stockton University. I'm senior now. I started school yesterday, so I was able to go back and I was able to make up all of the work that I missed during the spring semester when all this was happening. So I'm on track to graduate with my class.
I'm grateful every day. Every day I wake up and one of the first things that I say is thank you to all of the doctors and all of the nurses and all of the medical staff that took care of her, because it meant so much, and I am so deeply grateful for everything that they did.
RWJBarnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.